Hi, Tasha here. I'm going to tell you about the Misti, or the platform, stamping platform. First, look how cute my shirt is.
Awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Cassie is my camera woman again today.
Hello.
I did my homework, and you can pause that if you want to see it, but I'll talk about it. On stamping platforms, Tim Holtz has one, and then another one's coming out March 21st. The big one he has now is 8.5 by 8.5 inches, and it's $39.99. That's retail price. You can get it on Amazon right now for $29.39. He has a smaller one coming out that is 6.5 by 6.5 inches, and it is $34.99, but that won't be available until March 21st. The Misties, okay, you can scroll down now. There are 3 sizes of Misties. This is the mini Misti, and it retails for $49.99, and it is about 6 by 7 inches. This is the irregular original Misti, and it is retails for $79.99, and it's about 8 inches by 10 inches. And then there's Mac Daddy, a huge mother one that is 14.5 by 14 inches, and it's $110. And that was intended for scrapbooking, but nobody needs something that big. It's huge. Okay, the Misti comes with this, the door, and it comes with a foam thing inside it, and it comes with 2 magnets. We covered our magnets with duct tape to make them easier to pick up. They have little tabs, and they're super strong magnets. If you don't have this, they're really hard to come apart. You keep the foam in if you're going to use a clear stamp, which I'm going to show on this one, but you take the foam out if you're going to use it with a red stamp or girl stamp. You know, one of the
Paper
gorgeous
doll
girl stamps. So, and what's good about it is you got your magnets, you hold it in place. I have this out. I take my stamp pad and I stamp down, and then I press it down. Ah, shit! Look at that! It didn't stamp all the way. Now I have to stamp another one. Or I can just leave it where it is and stamp it again and put a little more pressure where it didn't stamp. See? And there she came out perfectly. So now I have a perfect stamped image. Another thing you can do is if you already colored an image, which I have right here, I can put it back in. Oh, this is going to be on a jam that I'm mailing out. And let's say I want to have bolder lines around her. After I've colored her in, I take my Versamark stamp pad, VersaFine stamp pad rather, and I stamp her.
Widge. Widget.
Shh, Widge.
Sorry.
And I'm going to do it just one more time, just to make sure I got good coverage. Stamp her again. And I'll take her off. And I can put some clear, I keep my embossing powders like this, clear embossing powder on her. Close it up. She looks kind of like fuzzy now. But then I take my magic heat tool, and it's going to be loud, but not as loud as my dog, so. And voila, she's bold and sassy. Okay, so you can do that with either of the stamp pads. I just put her in my small one. I got this one second, but as you can see, they normally come all clean and precious, and I use mine way too much, especially when I'm jamming. Okay, so let me bring my other one out. This is my original. And as you can see, magnets. It comes with the foamy thing in it, but this time I'm using clear stamps. So I'm lining my stamp up. I decided on a 1/4 inch mark so that the leaves that stick out the sides don't go against the thing. This is another magnet that I picked up, which is super strong. I don't really need to use those because the image is small. But over here, I have my 3 clear stamps, and I want to stamp those on top of this. And if you notice, this is paper piece paper, bamboo. I just got this jam like right now, and I had these ideas, so I want to do these 3 things, and I'm going to push it down. And you're like, oh no, that one didn't come out. I'm only stamping them on the base so that I'm going to paper piece the actual lanterns on. So what I really need is just the little lines, so you won't see that that one's cut in half. But it's great for jams because I can just take this one off. I can grab my next one, put it at the 1/4 inch mark, put my magnet to hold it, grab my thing, stamp it down. See, I'm going to cover that up, but just for the sake of this, I'm going to, and it's like, it makes it so much easier, especially for jams. I just have to make sure that it will line up for all of them.
I thought you were taping.
We are taping.
Oh, sorry.
Then another jam. Put this here. Ink it up. And put it down. There you go. But now that the jam part, it's inked on the jam part, I need to stamp it again so I have some to color. So I'm just going to put my paper in there. I gotta bring my magnet and stamp it again. So now I have a set to color, and I can do it on this side too. And it's like assembly line jamming. It's awesome. Okay, another thing I could do, for example, I would do this especially if I have a jam already, like this one. I'm not going to put anything on more on this one, but let's say I wanted to put a word here and I wanted to stamp it. I don't trust myself to stamp it correctly just with my blocks. I do use my blocks all the time, but I can't say enough about the stamping platform. I like the Misti, like I said, because it's the original, and the woman deserves to get credit because it's the best stamping invention ever. But really, if you want to get the Tim Holtz ones, it's more cost effective. you're gonna find just a better price for it, honestly. So that's my go. I don't know really what else to say. Is there anything else awesome about it I should say, Cass?
That every time you use it, you yell at the top of your lungs, "I love my mini Misty."
Yes, every time I use it, I yell, I squeal actually. I love my Misty! Because it makes it so easy, and it's I don't know, I got them when they first came out. I got this one. And then I love this so much that when the mini one came out, I got myself one, and then I got my daughter Cassie one.
I love it.
And she's colors with pencils, so she does a lot of second time stamping after she's colored the pencils. The colored pencils go over the black lines and you can't see the black line clearly, so she restamps it to get the clear black line. So I love it. It's the most magical stamping tool ever. I can't say anything more awesome about it. Okay, so that's me. Have a good day.